be fired up and be aggressive. That's what I'd like to see is be aggressive on both sides of the ball, coaching wise, and the players just flying to the ball on defense, and that offensive line, pick up right where they left off last week, and they pretty much dominated that game, and that's what's going to have to happen tonight for them to pull out the W.
Well, and we talked to we spoke. We had a little short abbreviated pregame down here at a little restaurant here in downtown Atoka, and I actually spoke with Tanner Hyatt, the voice of the Atoka Wampus Cats, and he mentioned the offensive and defensive line that for Atoka that they're small, they're a little bit undersized. He said they were pushed around last week against Ringling, that Class A school, but he said if they can get their blocks just long enough, he said they do have somewhat of an explosive offense. He said they scored those 14 points in a hurry last week, but, it just wasn't enough there against a pretty solid Ringling team. But, and again, talking with Coach Cupp here, it's been a couple of weeks back. He was on the rundown with Rutledge with me and Robert, and he told us, he said, hey, guys, he said, we might be a little bit undersized. We might be, kind of towards the bottom of Class 2A. He said, but I tell you what, he said, we're going to show up, especially at home. He said, we're going to have a big backing crowd, home team crowd. He said, we're going to come out and we're going to be ready to hit somebody in the mouth. So they just have that mindset, that mentality that they're not going to back down from anybody. So with that being said, Lindsay's going to have to come out and be the first to deliver that blow, hit them in the mouth, get momentum in their favor, and then hopefully it's kind of smooth sailing after that.
Yeah, Jake, a little bit of coach talk, you want to be the one doing the hit and not taking the hits.
That's right.
And, the games are, you hear coaches say your whole life that the games are won in the trenches. And when you got a couple of smaller schools facing off, that cannot be more true.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with our line, I think we'll have a little bit of advantage tonight in the trenches. We're just going to take advantage of it.
Well, and you talked about it just previously, that's one of them deals. Lindsay's going to have to reach down and dig out what they found last week on the offensive line. You've seen that offensive line push Dibble around pretty good. Lindsay could do anything they wanted to, whether it was drop back and let Brody throw it. If they wanted to give it to Jake Vaughn up the gut, or they wanted to give it to Ferguson up the gut, Lindsay could do whatever they wanted last week, and that all started with that push up front. And I'm with you. I think if Lindsay can establish that up front and get that early push, I think they're going to be able to do just about anything they'd like to here tonight. With that being said, there is a guy on the defensive side of the ball for the Wampus Cats. He wears number 5. His name is Andrew McCall. Everything and everybody I have talked to describes this kid as a dude. He is a beast. He's a big kid, benching around 285 pounds, squatting like 600 or something was something I read in a preseason magazine. This kid's a beast. Look for him. He's going to find the ball, Eric. I mean, you're not going to be able to take someone like him completely out of the game plan. Lindsay's going to have to pick their poison, find a way to somewhat eliminate him from the defensive game plan. But at the end of the night, he's got a nose for the ball. Coach Cupp spoke about him a few weeks ago on the rundown, and he's going to find a way to get to the ball and make plays.
Yeah, watching film, I'm sure the coaches are talking, they have to identify, McCall, and you're not going to take him out, just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But you should be able to coach your kids to limit his ability on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So you don't shy away from him, but you limit his direction and try to get most out of what you can, offside of him.
Yeah, and I think you'll see McCall line up tonight, a little bit of a little slot receiver. We seen him out here warming up just before we went live. He was actually he lined up out on the edge, far wide out. So he's versatile. He's going to run the ball a little bit as well as everything I've read about him. So obviously hadn't seen any game film on the kid or anything, but he seems to be the playmaker for the Wampus Cats. So yeah, like you were saying, just try to limit him in as many ways as possible. He's going to find the ball, man. He's going to get to the ball. He's going to make some plays here tonight defensively, and I expect him to make a couple on the offensive side of the ball too. And that's where that Lindsay defense is really going to have to key in on him. He's going to have a size as far as weight goes. He's not a particularly tall kid. I think he goes right around 5'11", 6 foot range, right in through there. But you line him up with, say, a Seth Padilla or something like that, or he gets on one of the smaller linebackers like a Jacob Vaughn, and, he's going to have that mismatch. He's going to have a power mismatch over one of them two. So he's going to be fun to watch. I'm looking forward to seeing him for sure. But offensively, man, I think Lindsay comes out. I think they're still going to be on that high from last week. Should still be clicking. I don't see any sort of a letdown here. The only thing that I think could keep this one relatively close, Eric, is if Lindsay comes out and they're kind of going through the motions, they're being lazy, they're a little bit lackadaisical. It is about a 2.5-hour bus ride over here, so that might come into effect. I did hear they actually stopped at Ada and went through like an abbreviated pregame just to get the guys off the bus to get their legs back down under them for a little bit, and then they loaded back up and headed this way. So maybe that'll be, that might have helped out a little bit, because you know how it is. You've been on them long bus trips, man. You get 2 hours or more on a bus, it gets brutal. I don't care if it is a yellow dog or a charter bus, man. It ain't no fun.
Yeah, that's smart of the coaches to do that, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Help them get a little bit acclimated and get their legs underneath them before they get here. And they got here plenty early enough to where, and going through warm-ups, they should be okay. This is going to be their mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Come out ready to play, fire off, and get ready to pop something in the mouth. And it's a saying I started several years ago with a football camp, beast mode from the word go. That From that first snap, set the tone.
Yeah.
And on both sides of the ball. And you do that, and good things are going to happen throughout the game. You can't just do it one or two plays or the first quarter, the first half. You have to maintain it. And if you're able to do that, up or down, good things are going to happen.
Yeah, and two, real quick, we'll talk about the playing conditions here. It's field turf. I was out before game. It was early on. It was probably a little after 4 o'clock or so. I was out there walking around. I walked from end zone to end zone. It's not particularly shaggy. It's pretty short. There's plenty of the rubber clippings in there. It's going to be a fast track, Eric. I mean, I look for this one to be. It's going to play fast. It's not going to play like the old school Burford Field did back in the day, where it was the tall shaggy grass. So I'm looking forward to this one. We are about 5 minutes away from the opening kick here, and I think we're about ready to start our national anthem.
You want to do a pick right quick on the score, Jake?
Yeah, real quick while we got a chance. I'll take Lindsay 37, Atoka 13.
Man, you're thinking along the same lines as I was, Jake. I'm going to go 34-10.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here. We both got the Leopards here tonight, big. We'll take a quick break. Huge heat and air timeout for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi, I'm Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. Our agents live and work throughout the entire great state of Oklahoma. Whether you're in Lindsay, Ardmore, Lawton, McAllister, or any of the major metropolitan areas. Give us a call to learn more at 855-786-8343. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back here to AmeriState Bank Field here in Atoka, Oklahoma, where the coin toss has just taken place here, Eric, and Lindsay has won the toss. They're going to elect to take this thing to start things off here. They're going to be moving on your TV, should be moving from the right to the left. Captains for the Leopards are Brody Ramming, Ty Ferguson, number 28, Lucky Booth, and number 57, that is, where's he at? That is, well, just went blank here. Where'd he go? Owen Symington.
Yep.
We should know that by now.
Yep.
I was thinking he was 55. My apologies, Owen. But, yeah, we are about a minute and a half away from getting this thing kicked off here at AmeriState Bank. And we talked about it. Looking forward to this one, man. You know, Atoka, they're going to come out. They're going to be fired up. They're in that 0-1 hole. You know, they did perform too well last week against a Ringling team. Ringling is on a rebuild, you know. They're trying to, you know, get back to where they were just a few years ago playing for state championships. But, you know, you go up against a Ringling squad and give up 30 points and only put up 14. And talking to Tanner, the voice of the Wampus Cats, he said it. He said they came out and hit us in the mouth pretty quick and basically had us on our heels the entire night. You know, he said there really wasn't much we could get done. He said we tried to establish a running game. Tried to throw it around a little bit, tried to catch them off, but it was one of them things. Ringling just had their number from the get-go. So, like we said in the pregame, I think if Lindsay can come out here and get a quick start, you know, something, you know, if they take this opening kick, you know, couldn't ask for a better start last week with a 72-yard kick return by Stubblefield to start that one off. You know, if Lindsay could start off on that same foot here tonight, boy, I tell you, it might be on and on pretty early.
Yeah, I'm excited, Jake. You know, the sun's back here behind the stadium. The lights are on, and it's got a cool breeze up here on top of the press box. I'm ready to get this thing kicked off.
Yeah, this one should be a good one here. Got a Atoka team that comes in 0-1. They're looking to get on the winning side of things, and the Leopards, they're hanging there at 500 at 1-1. So they're looking to continue their ways from last week after their complete domination and dismantling of the neighbors to the north, the Dibble Demons. But I expect Lindsay to come out and be clicking, be ready to go here. And they are definitely taking their sweet time. They got about a half-mile walk from their locker room all the way down here to I believe this is the north end of the field here. I'm kind of turned around.
Yeah, you're right.
It is
Field north and south. We're on the west side.
Oh, yeah, sun would be behind us. Never mind. Anyhow, here come the Leopards, and we're just a couple of minutes away from starting this. As Atoka, they are already lined up. They're ready to kick this thing away here, but I expect a good one here tonight. You know, hopefully Lindsay can get off to that fast start again and get that momentum rolling. And because this is Coach Cup said they're a team that you let them hang around longer than what they might supposed to be hanging around. He said we're going to sneak up on some people. He feels good about his squad this year. So Atoka's not just going to lay down just because the Leopards are coming in here tonight. I look for them to be ready to go here.
Yeah, Jake, I just hope they're fired up and ready to go. I'm sure they are. We're about to find out, bud. Here we go.
Yeah, Kessler, Register, and can't tell his number. I think that's Stubblefield back deep for the Leopards, and they're going to try an onside kick here to start things. The ball is loose, and Atoka has recovered it just like that.
Start the ball game.
Yeah, Ryan Horton right there. You've got to pull that thing in. You got to find a way to cover it up there, and it had a lot of spin on it there, partner. But that's one of them, Horton. You've got to pull that thing into your body there and just go down. So that'll set Atoka up already inside Leopard territory here with 11:57 to play after the successful pooch kick to start things off here for the Wampus Cats.
Yeah, Jake, it was a perfect little pooch kick.
Yep.
And you just got to try to come up with that ball at all costs there.
So that'll be Peyton Pugh from under center. Toss back to number 11, and he absolutely runs over and in Register. And that is Tyrell Hill, the 6', 195-pound senior running back. We're going to see a big dose of him tonight as well. Number 5, Andrew McCall, 6'2", 215-pound senior, checks into the ball game, and he's going to line up on the right side of the line of scrimmage here at wideout.
Pickup of 6 on the first play. I can see this defense get settled in here.
So from under center, Hill lined up directly behind his quarterback. Offset I formation, 20 over in motion, over to his right. Handoff to Hill again. Carries it out just across the 30-yard line. That'll set up for first down here for Atoka. After a couple of good runs from Hill. Yeah, actually, when I was out roaming the field earlier, Hill was he was walking in. They had all just started showing up, and he was walking in. He had on a pair of gym shorts and a cutoff shirt, and you could tell kid's been in the weight room. He's been working out, so he might be a handful here to tackle tonight. Toss back to Hill once again. Good pursuit there. Priest Williams missed him. Kessler's going to have to get him on the edge. Nice solo tackle there by Bentley Kessler. You're going to have to go at Hill that way, the way Kessler just did. Hit him low, man. Because if you try to get him in the chest, I'm afraid he's going to run some people over just like he did register that first initial play.
Yeah, he's tall and big, Jake. He's got a lot of power in him. And like I said, you're going to have to go down low and wrap up and hang on. As a simple pitch play there, had a little over pursuit by Priest there and missed on the angle, but got to break down and hit him head on there.
So Pugh will be from under center. McCall split to his right, one receiver to his left. Hill directly behind him out of the eye. Again, handoff to Hill, downhill, blown up in the backfield, number 2. That's Ty Ferguson, nothing doing.
It's in the backfield. We'll lose a couple of yards on that play. That's going to bring up a third down and long.
And that's what you need to do right there if you're the Leopards. You've got to get this offense off schedule. Now they're lined up in about a 3rd and 13 or so here. Not a lot of options in the playbook for a 3rd and 13.
That was just great downhill attack by Ty Ferguson there. He went through the right gap and came in there clean and was able to make the play.
And he did what we just mentioned. He went low. He knew, hey, I'm the smaller kid here. I'm going to go down lower than what you can get, and I'm going to make a tackle.
Power eye.
So Pugh, under center again, out of the power eye. Hill, no handoff there. He's looking downfield. He's absolutely steamrolled by
Price Stubblefield.
That is Price Stubblefield yet again coming up, making a big play there on 3rd and long. And that'll set up 4th and forever, and that's exactly what Lindsay needed there, partner.
There's a big momentum change just happening right now, Jake. We just need to capitalize here and get off the field and get our offense up there.
So back to punt here will be Andrew McCall, 6'2", 215-pound senior. Back to receive for the Leopards is Bentley Kessler. High snap. McCall goes down for it, gets back, gets it under control. Nearly had a block, and that is going to roll dead just about the, call it, 13, 14-yard line. So could have been worse. Punt could have, come off and pin Lindsay a little bit deeper, but is what it is. You got a decent start here. You're not pinned up too far deep, and get your offense out here and get to clicking.
Yeah, we mishandled the kickoff, and the Wampus Cats started out on Leopard side of the field there.
And really only moved it about 11 yards.
And, the first 2 runs, you thought, oh, here we go.
Well,
but defense settled in, and here we are. They got the defense off the field, and here comes the offense.
So Ramming will be out of the gun. Jake Vaughn directly behind him. 2 receivers to his left. That's handoff. Vaughn up the middle. He's up to the 20, the 25, down to the 30. Nice open field tackle there by number 10. That is Jace Jackson, who might have saved a big gain out of that one. It already was a big gain, but it could have been a heck of a lot bigger.
If you're watching at home and after this broadcast, go back and watch the line block on that play.
Yep.
That right side just dominated. Their defensive opponents on the other side of the ball went backwards and opened up the hole, and Bond was able to take advantage of it.
Again, handoff up the middle. Good snuff out there by the Wampus Cats.
Big stop at the line.
Looked like number 20, Sean Allen. Might have got a half a yard out of that. And Leopards not in any kind of rush to get a play in here. So Raming will be out of the gun. Kessler to his right. Padilla to his left. Jake Vaughn in his left hip pocket.
Maybe a
Matt
replaying
back.
quarterback.
Hand off to Vaughn up the middle. Makes the first man miss and able to scoot outside the
About the 40-yard line, Jake.
pile there. And, yeah, he's going to get out just across the 40.
You can get Atoka defense.
Guys, just like Eric mentioned a while ago, pay close attention to that offensive line. They are blowing the defense off the line of scrimmage.
Watch Ramming to fake the handoff here and keep it himself.
Raming out of the gun. 2 receivers to his left. Jake Vaughn split to his right. 6:52 to play here in the first. No score. Raming changing the plays up here. 3rd and 3. Still plenty of time. 14 seconds on the play clock. Snap back. Swing pass over to Padilla. Padilla has it. Has a blocker out in front of him. He's hit from behind. Ball's loose. And the Wampus Cats have recovered.
You know, Jay, he took that ball. He should have taken it to the outside to make sure he got the first down there, but he took it inside where all the traffic was, and he got hit from behind. Ball came out.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta tip your cap there.
Good heads-up play by the Wampus Cats.
Yeah. Yeah, first to arrive, Andrew McCall just blows that play up. Seth Padilla didn't have a chance to keep a hold of that one. You know, it's worse than being blindsided. You're hit from the backside, and it just jolts your entire body, and that ball squirts free. Nearly gets out of bounds, but
This will be the second possession for the Wampus Cats. Both of them be on the Leopard side of the field.
going to be starting about the Leopard 48-yard line here. And what's bad about that, Padilla would have had enough for the first down.
Yeah, he had it.
So Pugh will go out of the gun. 2 receivers to his, split to either side, running backs to either side as well. 3-step drop, long pass over to the far side. Good defense there by Bentley Kessler. That's a long throw, partner. That is from this near hash all the way to the far 20-yard line.
Yeah, it was 40 yards just from one side of the field to the other.
Absolutely. That is a long throw across there. And you're throwing over towards the Kessler, who goes about 6 foot tall and is capable of going up and high pointing the ball.
And Kessler was there, and he was not only was in position, but he was looking for the ball and had a good jump on the ball and made a good defensive play.
Yep.
And that proves why he was voted the player of the month.
No doubt about it. Bentley has had one heck of a start to the early football season here. So Pugh out of the gun, sends Hill in motion. Handoff underneath to Hill. Good pursuit there. Looked like Ramming come up from his safety. Able to trip him up, along with Wyatt April and another host of Leopards. So nothing doing there. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 9. Let's see if the Leopards can pin their ears back and get off the field right here.
Need a good stop right here, Jake. Need to watch the pass over the cross behind the linebackers on this.
So you're calling for crossing routes here.
Yes, sir.
He will be out of the gun. He'll have 3 receivers split to his left, along with big number 20, Sean Allen, in the backfield alongside him. Pugh out of the gun. Snap back, rolling left. Swing pass over towards the right side. 24 has it, makes 2 men miss, and nearly has enough for a first down. It's going to be close.
He's going to have it, Jake.
And all they did right there was basically just confuse that Leopard defense. They overloaded that left side there. They put 3 receivers to the left, and the running back split to Pugh's left as well, and nobody paid attention here to number 24.
Yeah, you see that a lot sometimes. You overload one side and call it an overload clear, where you all your defenders line up on your receivers over there on the other side, and you release a back out
Out of the
to the
gun,
opposite
or
side.
under center. And it looks like the Leopards have the ball. Brody Ramming's going to come off the bottom of the pile with the ball.
I believe they called it dead before.
They're going to say his forward progress was stopped. You got to appreciate the effort there by Brody Ramming, though. That last reception there for the Wampus Cats, that was their tight end, Noah Sherrill, senior, 6'3", 215-pounder. They got some big kids out there.
The big lad.
Looking at big offensive lineman, 75. That's Carson George. He's a 6'5", 275-pound senior. Pugh slings it over to the left. Good pursuit there by that register. Nope.
Stubblefield.
Stubblefield.
Number 1, Captain on the reception.
So that'll set up a 3rd and long here. Going to be 3rd and about 8. Still no score. 3:45 to play here in the first quarter. Leopards have had it just once. Wampus Cats have had it now. This is their 2nd possession. After the mishandled pooch kick and then the fumble by Padilla. They just set the Wampus Cats up both times inside Leopard territory, but once they've got their offense out there, the Leopard defense has done a good job of kind of pinning their ears back, not allowing too awful much. Pugh will be out of the gun. Allen to his right. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. That is the big Andrew McCall to the left side. He's got a one-on-one matchup. But Kessler nearly pulls that thing down. Did you see the play by McCall, though?
Yeah, he did not ever give up on the play. After Kessler about had it, he tried to take it away from Kessler.
Absolutely. McCall seen that Kessler had gone up and high-pointed that, and McCall bats it away, basically goes to defender at that point. Good heads-up play there by the big senior.
That's a pretty good duel there between 2 awesome athletes.
Absolutely. And, hey, I'll take that over Kessler picking that off, because if he does pull that down,
we're at the 1 yard
it's
line.
Leopard's ball inside the 1 yard line. So we'll just tip our cap to Kessler and call that a good defensive play. Should bring on the punt team here. Maybe not. Looks like the Wampus Cats are going to go for it.
They think their defense can hold them, so
they'll have 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Allen also split to his right in the backfield with Pugh. Pugh out of the gun, 2-step drop, 3-step drop. Long pass down the middle of the field. Number 10 was wide open, and he pulls it in inside the 2 yard line for a 1st and goal. Secondary kind of got lulled to sleep right there.
Yeah, the safety needs to be on top of that. They got caught underneath, and
yep. You get caught looking in the backfield. That's when you get ran by, and that was number 10, Jace Jackson, the 5'11", 160-pound senior. Just ran past the secondary, and all of a sudden the Wampus Cats knocking on the door at the 2 yard line with 2:40 to play here in the first. Looking to draw first blood here. Pugh will be under center. Allen directly behind him. Good tackle there by Wyatt April, sticking his nose in the backfield. Nothing doing.
Second and goal.
I don't know about here, but back home, when the coaches are out there on the field coaching like that, would get a sideline warning, Jake.
Yeah, Coach Cup, he's spent the majority of his night here so far in this first quarter out there around the numbers. Now, once the play does start, he actually, he backs up towards his sidelines, but basically just shortening the field that his players have to run off and get a play call. Direct snap. That is number 11, Tyrell Hill. And that's a lot of what Lindsay did last year with Brody Ramming, especially in that Comanche game. Ramming came in, lined up out of the gun, and everybody especially the Leopard audience, knew who the ball was going to. Ramming had taken in for a touchdown. Right there, defensively, you got to realize, okay, we got Hill under center here. Where's Pugh? He's not in the game. Hill's probably taking the direct snap, able to break the plane there. So with 1:44 to play in the first quarter, Wampus Cats draw first blood, leads 6-0 here. On for the extra point is number 81, and he doinks it off the bottom, but it does get through. That was John Williams with the successful extra point try. So with 1:44 to play in the first quarter, the Atoka Wampus Cats lead the Lindsay Leopards by a score of 7-0. We'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and many diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street.
Oh, welcome back. I apologize. I didn't realize we were live just yet. I never heard him on the headset. Leopards fortunate to pull that one in. Horton pulls that pooch kick in. It was a little bit squirrely down there. Kind of bounced around a little bit there, partner, but Leopards able to fall on top of it and set up good starting field position here at about the 39-yard line. Got to get your offense going here. Ton of ball game left. No need to panic. Run your offense. Let your big guys go to work up front and continue to push this front around. Just got to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, Atoka's controlled the possession the whole first quarter here. This is only our second series to have the ball. We started from home for 13 at the first possession. Let's see if they can get something going here.
Ramming out of the gun, fakes a handoff underneath. Got to get rid of it. He's under pressure, and he one-hops it over to register. That was Tyrell Hill pursuing ramming there. Disrupted that play. I'll bring up 2nd and 10. 1:37 to play.
Good heads-up play by Ramming to get rid of that ball so we don't take a big loss there.
Yeah. And didn't force anything. You know, threw it to his receiver's feet there. You know, if you've seen that on TV, you might be thinking, well, what's Ramming doing right there? You don't want to take a chance and throw that one high and it get deflected and end up being picked. Jake Vaughn toss around the left edge. Good hard collision there.
Number 5, Andrew McCall, a 40-yard line.
Andrew McCall and Jake Vaughn.
Bring up a big 3rd down. Let's hear some noise.
But it still brings up a 3rd and long here. Leopards got to convert this. Andrew McCall actually checks out of the ballgame after that big collision there. Don't know if that's because he was dinged up maybe or all strategy. So Ramming will be out of the gun. 2 receivers to his right. Jake Vaughn out of his right-hand pocket.
Box is loaded.
Fakes underneath to Vaughn. Has Kessler across the middle, down to the 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. You ain't going to catch him, ladies and gentlemen. Entirely too much speed on the post route. Touchdown, Leopards.
Good play. Ramming saw it. He looked away for just a second and then went right back to him when he broke free from his defender. And once he got the ball, it was over. He was gone.
Well, and it all started with that fake handoff underneath. That froze those the linebackers for just that split second that Ramming needed. And you ain't catching Kessler. I mean, good toss right there. Hit him in stride. Kessler able to haul it in and take it all the way to the house there. Big time play. So Ty Ferguson will be lined up to the left of Ramming here. Ramming right up the gut and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 28 seconds to play in the first quarter, Leopards have roared back all of a sudden and now lead 8-7. We'll take a quick Hughes Eaton Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard Football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back here, everybody, to AmeriState Bank Field here in Atoka, Oklahoma, where the Leopards have roared back on top after the big-time pitch and catch from Ramming to Kessler on the post route. Kessler takes it. I didn't get an official yardage on it. I want to say 68 yards or so right through there. Ty Ferguson on to kick it away. Pooch kick style here for the Leopards. Number 24 bobbles it. Ball's on the loose. And 24 able to fall on top of it there for the Wampus Cats.
Leopards giving a little dose of their own medicine there.
That was Noah Sherrill able to corral that one there. Otherwise, Leopards would be starting with about 30 seconds and deep inside Wampus Cat territory, but not the case.
This is the third possession for the Wampus Cats, and it's the first time they're on their own side of the field, Jake.
Yeah, in what is called normal starting field position. So they're going to start right here at the 29-yard line. Coach Cup giving McCall some last-minute instructions here. He's going to trot the play in. And, this is something that it's a little different. You don't see it at the high school level too awful much, the actual huddle.
I like it.
Yeah. McCall split to Pugh's left. Hill
double tight end
to his left. They'll send number 13 in motion. Fakes the handoff underneath the 13. Leopards good pursuit there. Oh, they're going to let Pugh get around the left edge, though. Couple of missed tackles. He's still on his feet. Down to the 40, the 35-30, 25-20. Still making people miss, and there's going to be a block in the back, and that bad boy is coming back.
Put the ball all the way down inside the 10. There is a penalty flag on the play.
It's going to back him up a little bit. That's a really nice run.
Well, I apologize. I kept saying Pugh. That was actually Jace Jackson on the run there, number 10.
Wampus Cats said, well, we're going to start on our side of the field this time, but not for long.
So after a run of about 53 yards there by Jackson, when he went to cut back across the grain there, he kind of left his receiver in no man's land there. And he got into the backside of what I believe was Padilla. But it still is a first down. Ball's going to be on the Leopard 29-yard line. That'll be Pugh under center. Hill split directly behind him. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So plenty of fireworks here in the first quarter, partner. However, Leopards able to claw back in it and take an 8-7 lead, getting ready to start the second quarter. After this short timeout, we'll take a Hughes Heat and Air break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Welcome back, everybody, here at AmeriState Bank Field, downtown Atoka, Oklahoma. And after the end of the first quarter, what looked like the Leopards wasn't going to get anything on the board there. They're able to strike quickly, take an 8-7 lead, but the Wampus Cats retaliate with a big play of their own there towards the end of the first. And all of a sudden, they're deep inside Leopard territory. Pugh out of or under center, handoff to Hill. Little stutter step there, makes a couple of men miss, down to the 20, the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Check that.
It's going to be holding, Jake.
We do have some laundry on the field. And it is going to be a block in the back against the Wampus Cats. So a good little run there by Hill, off or not. And that'll back the Wampus Cats up a little bit here. Fortunate if you're a Leopard fan.
Hill has given us fits all nights in the early going, but they needed to put a helmet on him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep him corralled. That was actually it was an inside handoff, and he just able to pop it out left, and then just use an absolute speed to get around the left edge there. And he did take it to the house, but we did have a block in the back, so we'll reset here. It'll be 1st and 20 from the 34-yard line. Pugh from under center. He'll have two receivers split left, I formation behind him. Fake handoff. Pugh rolling. Toss underneath there to big number 20. Pretty good pursuit there.
Far down by Stubblefield.
By Stubblefield yet again.
Second down.
I'd like to see Leopards have a blitz called up the middle again.
Yeah, see if they can cause some disruption back there in the back.
Yeah, early on in that first quarter, when they started off in really good field position, we were blitzing up the middle and got off the field there.
So Pugh be under center again. I formation behind him. Two receivers split to his left. Three-step drop. Out route. Overshoots his man, number 24. That is Sherrill. That'll bring up third and long. And Leopards got to pin their ears back right here. Got to find a way.
And they might as well get set now. They're probably going to have to go 2 more plays.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, they're well inside Leopard territory here, and we've seen it earlier. Not quite as deep in Leopard territory, but Coach Cup left his offense out there, and they struck big play all the way down to the 2 that set up their first initial score of the night. So this time, Pugh will be out of the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 left, halfback to each side of him here. Snap back. Pump fake. Lets it rip down the sidelines.
Gets rid of it.
That's pretty good coverage there. Didn't really have anything going.
Complete.
Kessler and can't tell who that other one was back there in coverage, but
Hill's coming back in, Jake. He was resting the last 2 plays, and after that long touchdown run that got called back, he's back on offense.
So Tyrell Hill, as Eric said, checks back into the ballgame. He'll split out to his right alongside McCall and Middleton. Pugh will be out of the gun with a halfback split to his right. Snap back. 2-step drop looking. He's got a roll to his right. Has a man. Gets it over to him. Underneath. And good pursuit there. Ty Ferguson able to get him corralled and brought down before he could get to the first.
That's going to be a turnover on downs for the Wampus Cats.
So I think that was probably Pugh's last option on that play there, Eric. Leopards did a good job of snuffing out McCall and Hill on that and eliminating them 2 from the play.
Hill was on a 7 route. It's like a 10-yard and back to the outside corner, and that's where he was wanting to go, but the coverage was just too good, so he had to go underneath and try to get anything he can get on the yards after the catch.
Yeah, exactly. Hoping he can break a couple tackles or something, but it wasn't the case. So Leopards will set up shop here at the 20-yard line, ramming out of the gun. Since Kessler in motion, handoff underneath to Ferguson, a little misdirection action here. Ferguson breaks a couple of tackles down the far sidelines. He's up to the 40, the 45, down to the 50, still rumbling, and finally pushed out of bounds by number 10, Jace Jackson. Good hard run there by Ty Ferguson.
What a good hard run, Jake.
It'll be a first down for Lindsay.
Man, that was one that I initially, Eric, I thought he was going to be pushed out after a gain of about 8 or 9 or so. And Ferguson just does a good job tiptoeing that far sideline, stays in bounds, even ran over a couple of tacklers there. And now he's set the Leopards up inside Wampus Cat territory at the 45-yard line. Ramming will be out of the gun. 2 receivers, 1 to his left, 1 to his right. Handoff underneath. That's Ty Ferguson. Little juke move at the line of scrimmage. Down to the 40, the 35. Takes a pretty good shot there, but Ty Ferguson's a ball player. He's going to pop right back up.
Ty Ferguson is all legs and heart, and he's shown on the last 2 runs alone. He just runs with purpose, and he's going to hit somebody. He don't shy away from the hit, and he's fast too.
So after that couple of good runs there by Ty, you'll see Jake Vaughn check into the ball game for him. Have Padilla split left. Kessler and Stubblefield in tight, split right. That's going to be a toss back to Kessler. Ramming out, lead blocking for him. Nice little wrinkle right there. Nothing wrong with that.
Game about 9. We'll take that every time, Jake.
Absolutely, yeah. And right there, what they're trying to do, get the motion going one way and get those linebackers flowing that way, and then all of a sudden you hit Kessler underneath there with another toss, basically just a misdirection, and you get Kessler with a lot of momentum going away from him there, and he's got a ton of speed, able to break that one up there for about a gain of 9. So we'll bring up 2nd and 1 here. Actually, we'll call it 2nd and 2. 9:01 to play here in the first half. Leopards on top, 8-7. Again, tight formation, this time split to the left. That's ramming out of the gun. He's going to keep it. He's got the first down, and we're going to have a flag on the play.
Down inside the 25, but there is a penalty flag.
Where you would think would be a hold here on that left side of the offensive line for the Leopards. And that is going to be the case.
Keep your heads up, boys. Just run this play, and let's go ahead and get the first down right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just it makes it about a 2nd and 11 here. Just getting the play in here. Ramming has it. They'll have a receiver split left, one to his right. Vaughn split to his right as well. Handoff underneath. That's Jake Vaughn. Rumbling, stumbling, breaks a couple of tackles. Still on his feet. And finally corralled down about the 20-yard line. And like you just said, Eric, nothing. No need to hang your head. Don't be upset with the penalty on the previous play. Go get a first down right here. And that's exactly what they do. Nice little run there by Jake Vaughn.
If you notice, Jay, I know they're about to call a timeout, but Atoka's going to call a timeout. But Brody has handed that ball off for every time, and they're going to set it up here in a little bit. I promise you, it's probably in the second half where they're going to fake the handoff, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to take it to the house.
Yep. See if he can get a quick strike, something like that. So Coach Cup for the Wampus Cats is going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard Football live on the Leopard Sports Network. And we are back live here at Ameris State Bank Field, downtown Atoka, Oklahoma. I almost said Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. 8:22 to play here. 8:23 to play in the first half. Leopards on the move here, lead 8-7, ramming out of the gun. Takes a snap, gives a handoff underneath there to Vaughn. Nothing much doing there for Vaughn. Wampus Cats able to collapse in there, make a nice play defensively.
That's a zone right play. The line needs to get a better push to the right side. They kind of went more heads up.
Mm-hmm.
The idea behind that zone play is zone right. You know, all your blockers go to the right, and then a crease will form. When someone starts beating somebody, a crease will form, and then you try to cut up in that. But when they block straight up like that, those creases are hard to find.
Ramming out of the gun, sends Kessler in motion. Ramming's going to keep it around the right edge. Jake Vaughn leading out front for him. Ramming still on his feet. Good hard run there. Going to be short of a first down, so that'll bring up third and call it third and
a big 3rd down and 3.
And is this 4-down territory here for the Leopards if they don't convert right here?
It would be for me, Jake. I'd like to see him get under center and just have Brody follow that line up the middle.
Yep. Ramming out of the gun.
Double tight end.
One receiver left, one right. Jake Vaughn lined up to his right as well.
Try to get him to jump. Now he's getting to play.
Atoka looked like they were going to bring blitz here. That safety's lurking.
He's still showing.
Yep. Not the case. Handoff underneath to Jake Vaughn. Good hard run there, and that'll be enough for a first down. So that'll set them up 1st and goal.
Good blocking up front again by that offensive line, Jake.
Yeah, just getting a push right there. And that's not, that's nothing fancy or it's just smash mouth football. That's just
just doing your job.
Yeah, letting your guys get that initial push, and then Jake Vaughn just falling in there behind them, and he's doing the rest, just pushing everything forward. So, first and goal here for the Leopards. 6:33 to play in the first half. Leopards lead 8-7.
Got a mismatch on Kessler here. If he can get by that guy, it'd be open.
They're going to give it to Vaughn again, right up the middle, still on his feet, rumbling and stumbling into the end zone. Touchdown, Leopards.
Touchdown.
Offensive line just imposing their will on the Wampus Cats right now.
Yeah, and that one again right there, partner. That was nothing, nothing fancy, nothing sexy about it. That was just basically a straight ISO right up the gut. Again, let that offensive line go get that push, and Jake Vaughn, he's bulky enough and stocky enough. He's going to continue that momentum forward. Leopards look like they're going to go for two here, try to take a 16-7 lead. .6:23 to play. They're on top right now by 7, lead 14-7. Raming will be out of the gun. Two receivers to his right, Kessler and Padilla. Handoff up the middle. That's Ty Ferguson. Spins off a tackle and into the end zone. 2-point conversion. Good, Ty Ferguson.
Right when you think it's going to be snuffed out, Jake, he makes a spin move, makes something happen. The offensive line is still pushing, and it was just enough to get in the end zone.
And Ty seems to be running with a little bit of purpose here tonight. Not to say that he hasn't early on, but he's, it's a confidence builder. He breaks one down the far sidelines there, and then he's thinking the rest of the night, hey, feed me the rock and let me go to work, coach. And you've seen it right there. You're thinking, it's going to be, wadded up right there about the 1 yard line or so. Not the case. Ty Ferguson stays on his feet. Little spin move to his right, stumbles into the end zone there. 2-point conversion's good. And all of a sudden, after it looked like the Wampus Cats might come in here and hit the Leopards in the mouth, Leopards have retaliated, and they are up 16-7 right now. So that's a good response there. I'm sure coaches over there on the far sidelines, Leopard sidelines, told them, hey, 7-0 ball game. Calm down. Nothing to hang your head about, boys. Let's just go play some Leopard football. We'll get back into this.
And that drive started at the 20. They went 80 yards and ate up a lot of clock. And capitalized with the touchdown.
Yeah, that's what you like to see there. A good long drive. Now if you can get your defense out there and get you a quick 3 and out. On to kick this one away will be Aguero, the freshman for the Leopards. Looking like he's going to want a little pooch kick.
Does just that.
Ball nearly pops free there as a couple of Wampus Cats collide.
They were trying to decide which one's going to get it, and one of them was, well, I guess I better get it, and then he bobbled it.
And Eric, here's my question, man. Why try to fill? Just call fair catch.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that earlier on about Horton. Call for fair catch there. Granted, you have to secure the catch. But you're letting the refs know and the opposing players, hey, we can't just run up on this kid. We got to keep our distance. Makes it a little bit easier to catch for you. But that right there, that's another case. Call fair catch. The Leopards are going to let up. They're not going to run through you. Secure that thing. Wampus Cats are fortunate they didn't turn that one over.
It's hard to be that, that mental.
It's easier said than done standing up here. Yeah.
To do that, because when you're receiving that, you want to do something with the ball.
For sure. So Pugh from under center, a little toss back over to number 1. For the Wampus Cats. It was Talon Barrett, the junior. That is a little bitty guy, 5'6", 150 pounds. You want to talk about Ty Ferguson being hard to see back there when he gets the ball? How about 5'6"?
I believe that is the size of Deuce Blonde for the K-State running back, guys.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, Deuce is going to have about 215 pounds on him, though, yeah. Where he's a stocky guy. Speaking of stocky, Wyatt April sticking his nose there in the backfield for the sack on Pugh. Big-time play there by Wyatt.
Good play by Wyatt April. I would like to see him just drive him in the ground instead of throwing him like that.
Right.
Because one of these days, he's going to put his hand on the ground, stay up, and he's going to be gone.
Yeah. And two, you drive somebody in the ground right there. That sends a message, hey, we're here, we ain't going nowhere. So.
Don't take anything from Wyatt April, though. That was awesome playing the backfield.
Yeah, you'll take the sack. Sets up a 3rd and long here. Pugh from under center. High formation, hand off to the big fullback underneath. Trying to make a couple of guys miss. Nearly able to get that one out towards the 1st down there, but comes up just short. Sean Allen, big number 20,
Fourth and short.
6'1", 195-pound running back.
They had it called for White April to shoot the inside gap, and when he did, the ball carrier came right where he left. So
here we go. Coach Cup going to leave his offense out there on the field. 4:40 to play here in the first half. Leopards on top, 16-7. Wampus Cats facing a 4th and 1 here.
So this is where I like to see pressure. They're showing Stubblefield showing pressure here.
Pugh
They
handoff
stopped
up the
him.
middle, and they're absolutely going to stuff him. That was Allen. And the only question is, did they sling him forward? I don't think that's the case,
No.
though. Big time stop there by that Leopard defensive line. Huge play there.
That's a statement play right there. They'll be able to build off that play in the film room and take that forward with them, Jake.
Well, yeah, you talk about a statement play. That's you're rising to the occasion right there. You realize it's 4th and short. You got to pin your ears back right there and make a play defensively. And they handed it to a 185-pound running back, tried to run him straight downhill, and that defensive front didn't have any of it. I like a deep ball right here. See if you can strike quick.
You see Kessler just kind of hanging out there at the top side.
Maybe nobody will see me. So Leopards set up 1st and 10 here at the Wampus Cat 40.
That's a mismatch. He's got 6 inches on that kid.
Ramming out of the gun, 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right. 2-step drop, deep ball down the far side. He's got Kessler under, throws him just a little bit, but Kessler goes up, high points it, pulls it down all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Gentlemen, that's why he was voted again the player of the month.
He's just got a knack for the ball, and I mean I've seen it since he was a little bitty kid, but for sure as a freshman, you know, when I was doing games with radio, he's always had a knack to go up and high point the ball, and you'll see him on the basketball court too this coming winter. He's always out there jumping around, you know, and he's not an overly large kid. He goes about 6 foot tall, probably 170, 185 pounds or so. Just goes up, and you got to go high point it right there. As Eric mentioned, he had the height advantage there.
Gonna pound it in.
Ramming out of the gun, gives it to Jake Vaughn underneath. Vaughn still rumbling forward.
Makes it to about the 6-yard line, Jake.
Leopards looking to strike here. Down to 3:40 to play. Leopards on top, 16-7, but they are deep in Wampus Cat territory here. And if you're Coach Hembry, are you in any kind of rush right here, Eric, to get this play in? I mean, you're down to 3:25 to play. See if you can, you know, run this final 3 minutes off. I understand you're at about the 6-yard line, but, and just as I say it, they want to go hurry up here. Ramming out of the gun, keeps it. Jake Vaughn lead blocking for him. Nearly gets into the end zone. Good tackle over there. Looked like Andrew McCall able to sling him down just shy of the goal line. So that'll set up a 3rd and goal from the 2. And I think, yep, Ty Ferguson just checks into the ball game. Wouldn't be surprised if they give it to him.
How about a huddle right here?
I was going to say, Leopards going huddle. Ramming ain't sure about it. He's calling timeout. They trying to lull the defense to sleep here.
He's got
offensive
15
lines.
seconds left on the play clock, so he's burning
Guys,
time.
don't be surprised if this is planned here.
That's what I was fixing to say, Eric. I think they're just trying to.
You don't ever see them huddle up. They huddled up. Now they may be going back to your first strategy you mentioned a while ago, is run that clock down as far as they can to eat up as much as they can, and then.
But I agree with you right there. That's what I was thinking. You know, you seen Brody motion timeout, and nobody gave him the timeout. You look at Hembry over there on the far side; he's still kind of barking a play. What you're trying to do in that situation, maybe you get that defensive line to kind of stand up, get out of their stance. When you turn around real quick, you can direct snap that to Ty Ferguson. He's 2.5 yards from the end zone. You know,
if you notice, Ty and Brody Ramming did not venture away from the center.
Absolutely.
They were directly behind him the whole time.
Yep. Yeah, I think that might have been a scheme right there by Coach Hembry, and Atoka wasn't falling asleep there. Because if you're paying attention to the Leopard offensive line, they broke the huddle and they hit the 3-point stance. They were ready to fire off. So there was probably a couple different things there that Coach Hembry was looking to do, but all for naught. Leopard's going to call the timeout with 2:14 to play. Sets up a 3rd and goal. Leopards on top, 16-7, and looking for more here. And if you're a Wampus Cat fan, you're hoping for a response right here. Hoping you can I expect this to be 4-down territory here. If you're a Wampus Cat fan, you want to hold them here, but
try to stop the bleeding. If another touchdown, it's going to be hard to get your morale back
it
up.
looked like Ty left early, but ramming on the keeper straight into the end zone, hits pay dirt, touchdown Leopards.
There's a late flag in the end zone after the play.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Oh, back judge threw a flag.
He threw it down like he was mad, so it may be unsportsmanlike coming up. I'm not sure on who.
White hat. Well, he was kind of pointing towards Atoka, but it is going to go against the Leopards. Touchdown will stand. We'll get a personal foul against the Leopards. So the extra point try should come from the 20?
18.
18? Well, that's a little different wrinkle. What do you do here if you're Coach Hembry?
Throw it in the corner.
Back corner fade?
Yep. Another 7 are out.
Let's see what Hembry elects to do here. Andon Register checks into the ball game. Kessler stays. Seth Padilla stays.
Is that cut? No, there's Kessler.
Stubblefield as well stays in the ball game. We got Ty Ferguson in at running back.
Your mismatch going to be here on the bottom side, Jake. Yeah, their defense is shifting.
Yeah, they're switching it there. So Raymond will be out of the gun. Ferg split directly behind him. Fakes handoff to Ferguson. They got Kessler in the back of the end zone.
7 are out.
Good defensive play. Able to get there just in the nick of time to break that one up. And that was one Kessler still nearly pulled in. Just made it a little bit more difficult with a Wampus Cat right there in front of him, right in his face. But it is what it is. Leopards lead 22-7 with 2:11 to play here in the first half. We'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network.
One, you're live.
Welcome back, everybody. Ameris State Bank, Atoka, Oklahoma. 2:11 to play here in the first half. Leopards on top now, 22-7 after giving up the initial first drive there to the Wampus Cats. Excuse me, second drive is what the Wampus Cats scored on. But it's been all Leopards since.
Good pooch kick.
Little pooch kick there. 27 pulls it down, doesn't call fair catch. And guess who delivers the punishment? None other than Wyatt April. Again, that's what we was talking about. Just call fair catch right there.
Yeah, that's a big guy catching that ball. Anything could have happened, but I'm impressed. He hang on to it.
Yeah. So the Wampus Cats, they'll take over 1st and 10. 2:10 to play in the first half. They still got 2 timeouts, so plenty of game clock here. The Wampus Cats got time. Defense doesn't need to go to sleep here. Gotta get you a quick 3 and out or a turnover. Or let the clock run out, however they want to do it. You got to figure Coach Cup's going to be aggressive. He's going to want to try to get points before the half, knowing they get the ball back to start the third quarter.
Send trips out to the right.
Yep. Pugh will have trips right. Big running back to his right as well. Out of the gun. Rolling to his right. Looking. Number 1, skirts free. And able to slide out of bounds there. Just baited him is all that was. Pugh continued to roll to his right. Cornerback comes up to play Pugh. What does Pugh do? Just dumps it over the top of him.
Yeah, Jacob Vaughn, he did the right thing when they released a receiver back out there on the receiver. That's his responsibility, and he kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and he couldn't take it anymore. He had to go try to make a play. You got to stay on that receiver until that quarterback crosses that line of scrimmage.
Yep. Tough play. And that's what it's designed for.
Yeah.
It's designed to make that linebacker make a decision.
Exactly, just like that's exactly what it's for. You're exactly right.
So Pugh out of the gun, rolling to his left this time, dumps it underneath to 1 yet again. Nobody home. Good tackle there by Bentley Kessler in the open field. Looks like they're going to want to clock it here. Pugh will have 3 receivers split to his left and a running back to his left. He sends number 3 in motion. Lots of time coming off the clock here for the Wampus Cats. Snap back, 2-step drop, underneath to McCall. McCall slides down inbounds, though. Clock will continue to run, and Coach Cupp's going to want to get a timeout there and talk this next play over. Actually, they're going to give them a first down there. And, yep, Coach Cupp's going to take a quick timeout. We'll take one with them. Hughes Heat and Air break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard Football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back to O'Mara State Bank Field here in Atoka. 1st and 10 for the Wampus Cats. Just shy of the 30-yard line. 1:23 to play. First half. Leopards on top, 22-7.
They still have plenty of time, Jake. Watch for one of these receivers to slip out, or one of these backs, I mean.
Pugh out of the gun, pursued by number 28, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield.
Shane Jones.
Big-time play by Shane Jones. And Cupp is going to have to call his final timeout. We'll keep it here with them. Don't want to miss this next play. Big-time play there by Shane Jones, though. Just good pursuit there off the edge.
The coverage was there,
Yep.
Jake, and
And that's what allowed that sack. Yep.
allowed him to be freed up, and he just went and made a heads-up play.
So
Right
that's
when the Leopards needed it the most.
no doubt, yeah. Sets up second and forever. Atoka is out of timeouts. Leopards have 2 left. 119 to play in the first half. Leopards on top, 22-7. And is this
What a beautiful night, Jake. We've got a full moon looking right at us in the face. The sun setting in the back. Leopards up 22-7 Friday night.
It is a good night so far, no doubt about it. On what is a super nice campus here in Atoka.
Brand new facilities.
Yep. So Pugh will be under center. 2 receivers split to his left. Takes the snap.
Leopards in prevent defense.
Fake handoff. Tosses it over to one. That's Ty Ferguson. Nothing doing.
I don't
Big
think
play.
Ty Ferguson, I don't think so.
So the Wampus Cats going in the wrong direction now. Coach Cupp can only let this clock run and run and run. Down to a minute. You got 35 on the play clock.
That was a hard play. It was textbook by Ferguson because the quarterback's running one way and the back releases as a receiver going the other way.
Yep.
And it'd be real easy for an outside backer to, want to pursue the quarterback. But he went with the back that turned into a receiver and did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Well, you know what that tells me? Ty Ferguson paid attention in the film room all week.
He may be a coach's kid, you reckon?
Yeah, could be. Pugh out of the gun, under pressure, looking for somebody, rolling to his right, down to the sidelines, and wisely runs out of bounds, but that's not going to be enough for a first down. That'll set the Leopards up 1st and 10 with 23 seconds to play and 2 timeouts. And what do you do here, partner? You take a shot, see if you can strike one big, and then flip this field real quick?
Yeah, there's 23 seconds left. They're going to probably take a pop to the end zone. Here comes Hill. Yeah, he's fast. They're going to they're line up in punt formation here.
Oh, that was only 3rd down. I apologize. So here we go, 4th down. That's my fault.
Oh, yeah. No problem. They're going to punt it away, and Leopard probably take a knee, and we'll go at halftime.
Yep. McCall punts it away. High spiral down the right sidelines, out of bounds at about the 19. And that burned about 4 seconds or so off the game clock. And yeah, I think I'm with you here, partner. I don't think Coach Embry's going to get too aggressive here. You don't want to take a chance and, fumble this one away or throw a pick right here. We do have a flag on the play.
Illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure on the punt team.
Penalty is declined.
Penalty will be declined.
Lindsay will take over the 27-yard line.
And as I was saying, Eric, I don't think the Leopards are getting too aggressive here. And like I was saying, you don't want to take a chance on turning it over and a big play for the Wampus Cats. Atoka doesn't have any timeouts here. If you just squat on this when you go to the locker room, 22-7. I believe that's what they're going to do. As Jake Vaughn will line up deep, basically with victory formation here. Ramming takes the snap, takes the knee.
Quarterback Neal.
Why did the clock stop?
It's going again.
There it goes. Finally starts running it. So that's going to do it here for the first half. Leopards on top, 22-7. We'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Let a few messages roll. We'll be back here momentarily. We'll talk a little bit about the first half, what to expect in the second half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say go Leopards.
Hi, I'm Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. Our agents live and work throughout the entire great state of Oklahoma. Whether you're in Lindsay, Ardmore, Lawton, McAllister, or any of the major metropolitan areas. Give us a call to learn more at 855-786-8343. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back, everybody, here at Ameris State Bank Field here in Atoka, Oklahoma. We are about 3 minutes and some change away from getting this second half underway. Leopards on top, 22-7. And that first half there, partner, it began a little bit squirrely there for the Leopards. The pooch kick mishandled there by Horton to start the game off. Set the Wampus Cats up in good scoring position. Wasn't the case on their first drive. Leopards do a good job defensively, rising to the occasion, keeping them out of the end zone. Ensuing punt from Atoka. Pins Lindsay deep, about the 13-yard line or so. They're moving the ball. They're doing a pretty good job. And out of nowhere comes who we mentioned, McCall, blows up Padilla from behind. Padilla fumbles the ball, and all of a sudden, Wampus Cats got the ball back again deep inside Leopard territory. They did convert that time, take a 7-0 lead midway through the first quarter. And after that, the response from the Leopards, you couldn't ask for a better response. They've come out clicking on all cylinders after those two mishaps and haven't really looked back. They've hit a couple of big plays. Kessler, big play down the sidelines, about across the middle of the field here for 60-plus or so. And then, again, another big play down to about the 10-yard line on the opposite end of the field there in the second quarter. So offense is clicking. Defense is finally settled in, pinned their ears back, and that's the result, 22-7 lead right now.
Yeah, Jake, it was a slow start, and once we got settled in on defense and kept the defense off the field, we got our offense going. And what I like is, just like you said, we had long runs, we had pretty good long passes. Offense has been very balanced, I believe, in yardage from passing and rushing. And if the Leopards just keep that up and keep the defense on point, I look for some more of the same coming up the second half.
Well, yeah, and you mentioned, running the ball there, and, Brody Ramming, he's broke a couple off that were, pretty good little runs. Ty Ferguson breaks one down the Leopard sidelines over there. Big time run by him. Jake Vaughn has broken a couple, and kept, drives alive on third and shorts or whatnot. So right now, after that, that first kind of squirrely possession there, everything's been so far so good here for the Leopards. Offense is coming out. They're starting to kind of find their way, get in their groove. Defense has definitely settled down. Atoka, or Lindsay's done a good job putting Atoka in third and longs and not allowing them to convert after that first initial one that they did convert with the nice pass down towards the south end zone there. But, it's still just 22-7 ball game. Ton of time left. Got an entire second half here. Atoka's going to get the ball to start things off here in the third quarter. Just got to come out defensively with the same mindset, man. Just be ready to go and hit them in the mouth and set the tone for this second half.
Yeah, just keep doing what they're doing. They did get settled in, and be aggressive. Don't come in here at the second half and try not to lose the game.
Right.
Come in here and try to win the game. And right now is when you want to put your foot on their throat, take them out completely, and make a statement here.
Well, and two, if you come out like you were saying, and I hate to use the term lay down, but for lack of a better term, if you come out in the second half and lay down, as I said, it's just a 22-7 ball game. Wampus Cats are capable of getting right back into this thing in a hurry. You got electric players like Tyrell Hill, the running back. You got McCall, the running back / wideout, whatever you want to call him. He's a dude, as Brody Ramming called him Wednesday night on the rundown. So, like you were saying, just come out and same game plan. Run the ball, throw it when you got to throw it, and be sound on defense. And I think the Leopards they'll be okay here because, if you're Atoka, are they going to come out and start trying to press here? Are they thinking, oh man, we're on the verge of being 0-2. What do we got to do? We got to be quick. We got to make something explosive happen right here. So,
hey guys, before we go any further, I know y'all can't see the screen, but I've just put over the aerial shot taken by Jake Rutledge Photography here this evening on the plane ride. Folks, Jake risked his life riding in an airplane with me to take this picture. And for the record, he was the first person to almost use for me to have to deploy the barf bag in my plane. Literally the first person. So if you're watching and you see that beautiful shot, thank Jake for that next time you see him.
Yeah, it was hey man, like I said earlier, it wasn't bad. on the way over, but once we started that descent, we were about 15 miles out or something like that. It got a little bit bumpy, got a little bit windy, so it got a little uneasy, but that's just part of it, man. Small planes and whatnot. So we made it and got another trip ahead of us after this one's over with. Hopefully that one's a little bit smoother, but we'll find out. But yeah, back to this game, Atoka, they're going to want to come out here and try to get off in a quick start kind of manner here. Like I said, they're going to be getting the ball to start things off here in the third. Here's the deal. Lindsay kicks it off to him here. If Atoka goes and scores 22-14 ball game, you got a whole different set of circumstances on you. So Leopards got to be sound here on defense and hopefully force a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it's just a two-score game right now. So you want to kick this ball, go 3-and-out, and get your offense back out there and punch another one in and give you a little bit more breathing room.
So we're ready to start. Sorry, man, I stepped on you. We are ready to start the third quarter here as Aguero is on to kick it off for the Leopards. Looks like he's going to elect to do the pooch kick yet again. There's a big old hole over there about the 40-yard line. Actually kicks it to about the 25. That is fielded. Makes a couple of men miss and then brought down right at the 35-yard line. So the Wampus Cats will set up shop from there, 1st and 10.
And to start the third quarter, the Wampus Cats take the kickoff back to the 36-yard line. That's going to start us off 1st down and 10 for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, and like we were saying, Eric, if you can start here, sound on defense, turnover, quick 3-and-out or something. Don't give up any points here. If you give up a couple of first downs or whatever, may be the case, then so be it. But yeah, just come out here on defense and try to make a statement and keep your ears pinned back here. So Pugh from under center, I formation behind him. Receiver split left, one split right.
Hill's the deep back here.
Hand off to Hill to start it off here in the third. Spin move right there at the line of scrimmage and stumbles forward for a gain of about 7.
Good first down carry by number 11, Tyrell Hill.
Maybe 8.
That's
he's explosive, Eric. I mean, you've seen how quick he came out of the backfield right there with a head full of steam straight downhill.
And right up the middle, too.
Yeah, he runs hard. Andrew McColby split far right here. Mismatch there, him against Padilla. Not necessarily a height advantage, but as far as weight goes. And we are going to have offsides on the defense. It looked like Priest Williams was lined up 1.5 yards
across the ball.
Yeah, across the ball there.
Give him a first down right there.
Yeah, he was lined up just across the ball. Just a 5-yard penalty, but as you heard there from the PA guy, it is enough for a Wampus Cat first down. Ball right at the 49-yard line here for the Wampus Cats. 11 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Still no score. Leopards on top, 22-7.
Look for him to give it to Hill again here, Jake.
Pugh under center. I formation behind him. Hill the deep back. McCall split wide right. And that offensive line moved just a little bit too quick there, so we'll back it up.
I think they're going up the middle again. Offensive line is anticipating the blitz that was being shown. And
well, you see that a lot. Usually if whichever rear end the running back's going off of and if they jump, then that's a dead giveaway. Well, I bet they were going right off his right hip or what might be the case. You see it from wideouts too. Wideout knows, hey, I got a chance to get the ball here. Sometimes them wideouts out there get a little bit jumpy sometimes. So it's usually a giveaway on where the ball might be going. Well, 5-yard penalty there against the Wampus Cats. Sets up 1st and 15. Same formation. Hill the deep back. McCall the wide receiver split right. I formation. Pugh under center. Handoff up the middle to Hill. Hill goes low, but guess who went lower? Ty Ferguson.
Hill on the carry. Picks up 3. Second down.
That's what you got to do in that situation right there. We seen it early on in that first quarter. Well, the first carry of the game, actually, Tyrell Hill runs through Andon Register, who didn't get down low enough. Ty Ferguson must have seen that. He went low there in the first quarter as well, and then gets Hill once again there. So that brings up second about 11. 9:50 to play.
It looked like he was about a foot off the ground parallel, and I think Ty Ferguson was about 6 inches because he got under him.
I formation, Pugh under center.
deep back there.
Yeah, he is way back, and that's going to be a handoff to the fullback right up the middle. Leopards had it snuffed out, maybe a
Sean
gain of
Allen
one.
with the carry.
Sean Allen with the carry.
It's a yard, maybe 2. But that brings up 3rd down and 10.
That'll set up 3rd and 10, ball right at midfield in the middle of the Atoka logo.
We've had a lot of 3rd and longs and 4th and longs. We need to get off the field right here, Jake.
Yep.
We've given up too many of those 3rd and 4th downs.
McCall checks back into the game. He'll be split to the near side. One receiver split to the far side. Pugh will be out of the gun, two backs to either side of him.
Watch one of those backs to slip out as a receiver here.
Snap back, 3-step drop under pressure. Unable to get the sack there, but guess who does? Number 34, that's Priest Williams, making up for lining up off sides earlier on. Big time sack there by number 34.
Great job, Priest, right there, fighting off that edge. And he stayed at home and didn't over pursue, and it came back to his direction. He was able to make the play.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. Did a good job staying home. Don't get too frisky and follow him. Flips, the play ends up coming back towards him there, and he has a good angle, able to make the sack there. That sets up 4th and a mile here for the Wampus Cats. 8:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. Still no score here in the 3rd. Leopards on top, 22-7. Kessler back deep to receive this punt from McCall. Snaps back. High punt. And Kessler's just got to let that one go. And that'll settle down about the
13 where we started the first possession in the first half.
13, 14-yard line or so. So that sets up 1st and 10 for the Leopards with 8:07 to play here in the 3rd. And that's what we talked about right there. You give up the first down via the penalty there, the Leopards. No harm, no foul. You pin your ears back. Priest makes up for it, gets him a nice sack there on 3rd down. And Atoka eventually has to punt that one away, and you got the ball back. Granted, you are pinned a little bit deeper than what you'd like to be starting, but you got the ball back. You didn't give up points to start that 3rd quarter.
Defense did great. Atoka looked like it was getting ready to run it a little bit there. They gained 8 yards on that first play, and then we were offsides, and then they had a false start that kind of kicked them out of the rhythm, and defense was able to get out of it.
Ramming out of the gun, sends Kessler in motion. Handoff underneath to Jake Vaughn. Jake stumbling forward down at about the 20-yard line. So just trying to get those linebackers flowing with Kessler while he goes in motion and hand it quick handoff up underneath. Atoka had that one pretty well snuffed out. Gain of about 2 on that play. Call it 3. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Atoka's been pretty consistent of having 7 to 8 people in the box to stop that run up the middle.
Yeah. Well, and starts right there with that big number 75. I mentioned him earlier. He's going to shift out. Again, handoff, Jake Vaughn. Boom, big time. Runs over the would-be tackler there.
Penalty flag on the play.
And guess who he ran over? Andrew McCall.
Number 5, Andrew McCall.
So what's that say about Jake Vaughn? He ain't afraid of contact. He's going to truck you if he gets an opportunity. Is a penalty flag on the play, however. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be against the Leopards. We're going to hold.
Holding against the Leopards.
And just like the Wampus Cats come out a little off schedule here.
Difference is, though, Leopards are pinned deep in their own territory, where Atoka wasn't quite as deep in theirs. So Raymond will be out of the gun. 3 receivers to his right. Jake Vaughn in his right hip pocket. Ramming. Getting to play from the sidelines here. 7:05 to play in the 3rd. Snap back. Ramming. Swing pass.
He breaks it loose.
Because he's broke it loose here, and that's Stubblefield still on his feet. I couldn't tell who that was. I didn't want to get the wrong guy. I never got to see his number, but it is Price Stubblefield.
The story on that play was Kessler with the block.
Yep.
He completely turned the guy to the inside where the number was facing the sidelines and formed a crease on the outside, and Stubblefield went right up the side there.
We've seen that a couple of times last week from Kessler there at home against the Demons there from Dibble. He Kessler able to seal that edge, and Ramming broke one off down the sidelines.
And Rescher also doing a great job downfield blocking.
Jake Vaughn, handoff down the right side. Rumbles forward for a gain of about 7 or so. I really like this 3-receiver combo here that the Leopards roll out ever so often in Stubblefield, Kessler, and Register. So Ramming will be out of the gun. Jake Vaughn split to his left. Nobody guarding Stubblefield from the slot position.
Bad snap.
Down to back.
Kessler had a mismatch on him, and there was no one covering Stubblefield on the inside receiver on that.
So that'll make it 3rd and 8 for the Leopards. Clock still ticking here in the third quarter. No score in the third. Leopards still lead 22-7. 5:35 to play.
Seth Padilla checking in for Andon Register.
So Kessler will split right. Just on top of the 40-yard line or so. Snap back. Ramming. Deep pass down the far sidelines. Got Kessler. He pulls it in. What a grab. Bentley Kessler all the way down to the Wampus Cat 30.
That'll make your highlight reel right there.
Down to the 30-yard line for the Leopards.
Again, goes up, high points it, just pulls it down.
First down.
It was almost like a 9-go route or a seam route where he just stays right there within the defenders, and he just went up there and got it.
Well, and I thought originally the play was a busted play because it looked like Ramming kind of went to his left. Nobody was home there left. He rolls, continues to roll to his would-be right and lets that one fly down the far sidelines. Nice pitch and catch there, Ramming to Kessler. 2 receivers to Kessler's left. Jake Vaughn to his left as well. Ramming out of the gun. Handoff up the middle. That's Jake Vaughn tripped up just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jack Dodd checked into the game and give Bentley Kessler a break.
Yeah, good tackle there by number 77 there for the Wampus Cats. It's Brian Bryant on the tackle.
No game to play, 7 down.
Well, that sets up 2nd and 10 for the Leopards, just across the 30-yard line. 4:18 to play in the third quarter.
They got Shane Jones on the right side and lined up as a tight end. He could release and go out.
Instead, it's a handoff right up the gut. Jake Vaughn. Nothing doing there. Gain of maybe 1.
Good tackling play, number 5, Andrew McCall.
Andrew McCall sticking his nose in there. Making a nice tackle for the Wampus Cats. Getting the play. 3:30 to play. Down to 15 on the play clock. Ramming will be out of the gun. Kessler will be split to his right. Padilla to his left. Jake Vaughn in the backfield alongside him to his right.
Kessler checks back in on the top side.
Nope. Snap back. Ramming rolling to his right.
Beat.
Looking for Kessler. Throws an interception. Never took his eyes off of Kessler. Rolls to his right and just had him pinpointed the entire way. And the linebacker underneath read it great. Able to make the pick. So you burned some time off the clock there, but the Wampus Cats are able to force a turnover deep in their own territory. They'll set up 1st and 10 at about the 11-yard line. Nobody hurt.
It's not the end of the world on that deal. If we don't complete that, it's 4th down anyway.
Yeah.
And an interception down there around the 16-yard line is as good as any punt you'll do.
Yep.
Let the defense do their thing here.
Yeah, I said 11-yard line. That's me. 16-yard line. Check that. Pugh from under center. I formation. Hills the deep back behind him. Has 1 receiver split far to his right. In the backfield in a hurry. Who is that? That is Wyatt April blowing up Tyrell Hill in a hurry. I don't think Wyatt April was touched. when he come off the line of scrimmage.
He's making a living back there in the backfield.
I'm telling you, man. And he's one of them. He doesn't look like your prototypical down lineman, but he's up there right over the ball.
He's just one of them headhunters. He got a nose for the ball, and
he's firing off super quick, and that center's having a hard time keeping tabs on him. And like you said, he's making a living in the backfield here tonight. Again, Pugh under center.
double tight end.
I formation. One receiver split far right. You takes the snap. Handoff. That's number 1. Upended by number 65, Ethan Childers. That was Barrett on the carry.
Third down.
So that brings up 3rd and manageable here for the Wampus Cats. 2:03 to play in the 3rd quarter.
You know, they've run that same play several times. They'll have run a double tight end with 7 linemen. Well, you only have a 4-man defensive front, so you're going to automatically going to be a hole as soon as the ball is snapped. And that's what they're getting, and they're getting to that second level about every time. You'd like to see bring up one of those backers there and show them blitz. Double tight end again here, Jake.
Yeah, Pugh out of the I formation. One receiver split to his right. Handoff underneath. That's a big fullback. And he's going to have enough for a Wampus Cat first down there.
Very close. And that is enough for our first down.
When you got 7 offensive linemen against 4 defensive linemen, you can almost double team every defensive front guy that you have there, and it's put you at a disadvantage.
So with 1:18 to play, Wampus Cats 1st and 10. Out of the I formation, that's Barrett standing at about the 20. Pugh from under center. McCall split to his right. Snap, and somebody's in the backfield in a hurry. I believe that was Todd Ferguson in the backfield there. But you got the little bitty scat back, and Barrett able to escape that the tackle of Todd Ferguson and pop it outside for a gain of about 2.
And register is there to clean it up.
Yep. Down to 35 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Still no score in the 3rd. Leopards on top, 22-7. Pugh out of the I. Barrett. The back behind him, out of the I formation. Takes a snap, lets it fly down the middle of the field. Oh, nearly intercepted.
Manuel Aguero with the breakup.
Good play there by Manuel Aguero, the freshman, able to stick his hand in there and bat that one away right at the last second. So 17 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I got to watch went and watched the freshman game last night over at Pauls Valley, and let me tell you, Aguero, that kid is all over the field along with Dutton Taylor.
Yes.
And Tug Vaught. I'm telling you that those 3 were fun to watch, man. Hill bouncing around in the backfield, finally knocked out of bounds, and they're going to throw a flag.
And that's what I was talking about. You get them down 3rd and 4th down, and you do something like that and give them the first down.
Well, and man, that's one of them. You know, Hill hadn't necessarily given himself up yet. He was still kind of looking for that contact, and Ty Ferguson goes ahead and sticks his head in there. I don't necessarily agree with that penalty right there. That's just football, you know. I mean, Hill's not going to avoid the contact. Ty Ferguson's not going to avoid it.
And push the ball all the way up to the 49-yard line for a Wampus Cat. First down, 10.
And what makes it look worse than it actually is it's right there on the Wampus Cat sideline, and everybody around the play, you know.
The side judge is right there.
Side judge is right there, and he's getting an earful from every Wampus Cat on the sideline. So here's what it is. Automatic first down for the Wampus Cats.
There's McCall.
McCall thought he was going to get it in motion there. Priest Williams first to arrive in the backfield. 10 is still on his feet. He's broke 4 tackles. Finally brought down.
He broke 5 tackles before he
handed register.
Yes, Jackson on the carry.
Little shifty guy back there.
Still a loss on the play.
Yeah.
To the end of the
So That is all for the third quarter. Nobody scores there. Leopards still lead 22-7. We'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Get ready to start the fourth and final quarter here from AmeriState Bank Field in downtown Atoka. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network. You're good.
They got a hell of a spot. They gave him 4 yards.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It looked like he was
3 yards behind the line. They gave him a 1 yard gain.
If they measured it, they might go ahead and give him a touch. That's pretty close. All right. You guys ready to go?
Oh, yeah. Welcome back, everybody, here to Atoka, Oklahoma. Getting ready to start the fourth and final quarter. Leopards still lead 22-7. Nobody scores there in that third quarter. A little bit of defense being played there. Atoka's got it. 2nd and 10, ball right at midfield. Pugh from under center. Out of the I formation, hand up to the big fullback up the middle. Still trying to drag a couple of tacklers for extra yardage. Gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the play.
Number 20, Sean Allen on the
Yeah, and at what point, Eric, if you're Atoka, I mean, you see them here, they seem to be perfectly content trying to run the ball. Are they just trying to lull the Leopard defense to sleep and eventually hit them with something over the top, or is that kind of Coach Cup's game plan the rest of this fourth quarter, just going to continue to run it?
I think they're going to run it until they have to throw it. And they've had a little bit of success running the ball.
Yeah.
With that 7-man front. So they're going to try to wear out that defense and then probably up here in a minute.
So Pugh, again, handoff. That's a little scat back and Barrett right up the gut. And he's going to continue to push his way forward. And that's going to be enough for a Wampus Cat first down.
Good push in the pile. It'll be real close to a first down. And it is a first down, 10.
And you got to wonder right now, does Barrett just have the hot hand for the Wampus Cats? Wyatt and Hill in there. You see him down here on the sidelines, kind of hanging out by himself. I don't know if he might be a little bit banged up and not going back in right now, or are they just riding Barrett? Because
I think they're riding Barrett because he's gaining positive yardage, and then they may try to hit the home run here in a minute with Hill.
Got McCall split far right, handoff up the middle. That's Barrett, bounces off the first would-be tackler. Able to fall forward, maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Boy, I really thought Barrett was going to be shut down for a loss there.
Barrett McCary picks up a yard.
That'll be number 10, Jason Jackson, checking in for the Wampus Cats here. He'll be split far right. Pugh again from under center, I formation. Barrett, the deep back, standing on
false start.
And we're going to have a false start against the Wampus Cats.
Start on the Wampus Cats. It's going to push the ball back. 2nd down and 15.
That always helps, Jake.
You bet. Yeah, you'll take a negative play if you're a Leopard fan any way you can get it. So next time Atoka snaps it here, there's going to be inside of 10 minutes to play in this ball game. Atoka doesn't seem to be in any kind of rush. 9:50 to play. Leopards lead 22-7. Down to 5 on the play clock. They're going to have to burn a timeout. You've seen 13. He ran darn near out to the middle of the logo and then had to come back and get the play again.
It's probably a good thing. Priest Williams, his head was across the ball again there.
Lined up off sides. And I understand, you know, in Priest's defense, he's wanting to get as close to that ball as possible. So when it's snapped, he can, you know, it helps him get in the backfield that much quicker. But on the same hand, too, partner, you're looking right down the line of scrimmage. You've got to know where your head's at.
Yep.
and don't let yourself line up off sides as he did early on in that third quarter, but he bounced back, made a heck of a sack on that same drive to kind of make up for it there. 42 to play. And this is strange to me. I would have figured Atoka, especially late in that third quarter, would have tried to start throwing it around a little bit, see if they could have got one and got it back within a one-score game. But Coach Cup, he's just cruising right now, just kind of riding his running game.
From a coach's standpoint, your defense is doing okay. That you've stopped. You have, Lindsay hasn't scored this half, and with 10 minutes, now we're under 10. There's still really plenty of time.
So out of the gun, Pugh has trips left in a bunch. There's going to be a swing pass underneath to Jackson. He's going to be blown up by Priest Williams from behind. Good pursuit by the defensive end there.
Jace Jackson.
What an awesome play by Priest Williams.
Yeah. You got to appreciate that, man. I mean,
these outside defenders, their guys went to the inside, and it's kind of like a clear play, like a screen almost, and he went out with that back, and he was right there. He nailed him.
So that sets up 3rd and a mile here for the Wampus Cats.
That was the same play they ran earlier, and they were able to get around the edge that first time and got a huge play out of it.
So Pugh will have, again, 3 receivers split to his right. Big fullback directly to his right in the backfield. Snap back. 2-step drop. Looking. Deep shot down the right sideline, number 23. That is Guerrero lays out and unable to pull it in. That'll bring up 4th and long for Atoka as we got a Wampus Cat down on about the 28-yard line. Looks to be cramping up a little bit here.
On the field for an injured player.
So I'll tell you what, while they stretch him out, we'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard Football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back here to Atoka as the Wampus Cats are facing a 4th and 15. That was Barrett, the running back, shaking up on the play there. Looks like he might be going through the cramps. He was able to hobble off the field under his own power. McCall back to punt it away. Kessler, the deep man. McCall kind of shanks that one. Let's see what kind of hop it takes. Good heads-up play there by Jace Jackson. Realized that thing was going to start bouncing back towards him. He downs it at about the 28. So with 8:39 to play, Leopards lead 22-7. Atoka does have 2 timeouts, however, but I don't expect Coach Hembry to get too crazy here.
No,
if you can drag this, drag this drive out, get you a couple of first downs, you're well inside of 3 minutes possibly.
I'd like to see him bring in a tight end or a fullback or Mesa back and run the ball, and they did. They brought in 2 tight ends themselves.
Ramming will be out of the gun. That's Jake Vaughn directly behind him. Hand off to Vaughn right up the middle, rumbling forward for, call it a gain of 4. And that's going to do nothing but let the old clock tick, tick, tick. And that is not bothering the Leopard faithful or Coach Hembry and that coaching staff over there on the far side.
No, Leopards kind of went to the same offensive formation that the Wampus Cats were in. 2 double tight ends, 7-man front to give them a little bit of number advantage on the front line so they can run that ball.
Yep.
The ball or the time click.
Yeah, down to 15 on the play clock. Play just now coming in. Ramming will have a receiver, Padilla split left. That is Kessler to his right. Jake Vaughn directly behind him in the backfield. Out of the gun. Snap back. Handoff up the middle. That's Jake Vaughn rumbling forward. And good pursuit there by a host of Wampus Cats. Able to get him brought down. Might have got a yard on the play.
That's going to bring up third down for the Leopards.
So if you're Atoka and you get a stop right here, do you burn a timeout or do you continue to let it burn? Let the clock run.
It's hard to say. You're down 2 scores.
That would leave Atoka 1 timeout if they were to get the stop here and call a timeout. Ramming out of the gun. 2 receivers to his right. Jake Vaughn directly to his left. Down to 13 on the play clock. Coach Hembry still getting a play call. Down to 8. Ramming out of the gun. Snap back. Going to keep it around the left edge. Jake Vaughn leading him, and that's going to be enough for a Leopard first down. Good play call there by Coach Hembry.
Near the 40-yard line, that's going to be enough for a first down for the Leopards.
And good awareness there by Ramming as well to stay in bounds in that situation. No need to break it off to your sidelines.
Yeah, no need to try to fight the tackle and
No. Take a chance on somebody, one
Popping it
guy.
out.
Yeah, one guy holding you up, another one coming in and ripping on you. So down to 6:35 to play. Leopards on top, 22-7. Atoka still has 2 timeouts to play with here. Down to 15 on the play clock. Ramming will have Padilla and Kessler split right. Jake Vaughn directly to his left. Out of the gun. Handoff. That's Vaughn. Off the right edge.
they had that fullback in there lead blocking, and
Priest Williams.
game of 5, we'll take that every time.
You bet. Bring up 2nd and 5, under 6 minutes to play. Looks like Jake Vaughn's going to check out. Ty Ferguson's going to come in. And this is crazy to me that Atoka has not called a timeout.
I think they want to wait till they get a 3rd and long maybe, but they're just about to the point they're not going to be able to have that luxury.
Yeah, you're going to have to start using them here in a minute. Hand off. That's Ferguson. Ferguson close.
I think he's going to have it, Jake.
To a Leopard first down. I've yet to see a measurement here tonight, but I don't think we've had a measurement all year in 3 games, have we?
I don't think so. If they measure that one, I think we'll have the first down.
Yeah, they got that. They got the down marker right on the. And wouldn't you know it? Here it is.
Let me take a timeout on the field for a measurement.
I think it's what's going to be close. I don't know. I mean, just eyeballing it right here, Eric, it looks like he's going to have it. I've been wrong before, if you believe that or not. They're going to call it 3rd down. They're calling it half a football.
Well, we know that's not right.
So basically what you're telling me is they got to break the 50-yard line here for the first down. So 4:58 to play. Leopards still lead 22-7. It's a big 3rd down right here if you're a Wampus Cat fan. If you could get a stop here, you would use that timeout, I would think, force the punt, and then you'd have to go quick, obviously. But
They just need to slow down. They got 15 seconds still on the play clock.
so ramming out of the gun. He's going to keep it right up the gut.
He crossed the 50.
And he does cross the 50. This should be enough for a Leopard first down. A little
That is going to be a first
extracurricular going on down there, but the refs are going to let him go. And like I said, that's going to be a Leopard first down. So next time Leopards snap this one ought to be under 4 minutes to play. Padilla will be split to our near side. Kessler to the far side. Ty Ferguson in the ball game as well at the running back position. I don't think Vaughn checked out for anything injury-wise. I think he just needs a little bit of a breather over there.
Yeah, that's a good luxury to have. You have Ty Ferguson and Jacob Vaughn, for your running backs, and so they complement each other really well.
Ferg was going to be split just off the left of Ramming's hip there, but Coach Hembry wants to talk about it. So 3:58 to play here in the ball game. Leopards lead 22-7. We'll take a quick Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network.
You're live.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Amera State Bank Field, downtown Atoka. 1st and 10, ball right at midfield for the Leopards. Handoff. No, excuse me. Ramming on the keeper around the left edge. Flag on the play. Ramming does a good job staying in bounds and has enough for the first down. But will it stand?
There's a 50 flag on the play.
The flag was thrown right in the vicinity of what would be holding. And refs are motioning. Couldn't tell if they're motioning for the first down or they're motioning against the Wampus Cats. Let's see what the call is. Got a personal foul.
Face mask.
Face mask against Atoka.
Another 15, Jake.
So after the first down run by Kessler, tack on an extra 15 after the run there. Just like that, the Leopards are deep in Atoka territory with 3:53 to play, leading 22-7. And if you're Atoka and you give up a score here, that is the final nail in the coffin.
Leopards keeping it simple. They're going to line up and just keep on running it.
Ramming will be out of the gun. Ferguson in the backfield alongside him. Seth Padilla split left. Bentley Kessler split right. Ferguson directly behind him. Handoff, Ferguson right up the middle. Gain of maybe 2 on the play. Leopards will take that right now.
Down near the 20-yard line.
And Coach Cup is finally going to burn one of his 2 final timeouts here. We'll take a quick one with them. Hughes Heat and Air timeout. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back. Amera State Bank Field here in Atoka. 3:18 to play in the ball game. Leopards on top, 22-7. Atoka's down to 1 timeout here. Leopards knocking on the door, looking for the final nail. Handoff, fake. That's ramming on the keeper down to the 20. Takes on a tackler right at the 15-yard line. Stays in bounds.
Ball is carried down.
That's that play I was referring to earlier in the game where we were baiting them the whole time, hand it off.
Defense.
And then Brody, he pulled it.
Yep.
The field, Atoka Wampus Kings.
Gave him about 8 yards on the play.
Coach Cup, he's going to call his final timeout here tonight. We'll keep it with him, or keep it here with us. Don't want to take a chance on missing this second down play coming up. Third down play coming up. Check that out.
And, that's their final timeout. But with 3 minutes left, there's not enough field left other than trying to push it in.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to just knee here. Go get this first down, run that next play with just a little over 2 minutes to play in the ball game. So Leopards are just a few minutes away from sealing the victory here from Atoka. Ramming will be out of the gun. 2 receivers split to his right. Jake Vaughn off his left hip. Snap back. Check that. Williams goes in motion. Ramming on the keeper. Jake Vaughn lead blocking the way there, and we're going to have a flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the play.
See what the call is here. Going to be a hold against the Leopards.
Pushes the ball back all the way to the 24-yard line.
That'll back it up to the 24. Clock will start. Yep. Ref just gave the signal, so 2:54 to play. Ramming will be out of the gun. Receiver left, 1 receiver right. Jake Vaughn directly behind him. Snap back. That's handoff. Jake Vaughn up the middle. Pushing some tacklers forward. That's going to bring up 4th down. But next time they snap this, we'll be under 2 minutes to play in the ball game.
The Leopards.
Down to 2:10 to play. As I mentioned, Leopards not in any kind of rush. 20 seconds remaining on the play clock.
I'm be surprised there if they call a timeout when the play clock gets down to 1, and they may try a field goal here. Jake make it a 3-point or 3-score game.
Yeah. I think that's what Hembry's going to do. He's going to call a timeout. He'll have 1 remaining with 1:44 to play here in the ballgame. His Leopards lead 22-7, though, and don't expect him to use this final timeout. Got a 4th and called it about 7 upcoming here. And do you attempt a field goal? I mean, you're back into a little bit of a breeze, nothing crazy. But who would you bring out? Aguero to attempt the field goal if you do want to kick one here, or do you just run a play, try to get the first down? And
I think they're going to keep the ball on the ground and keep eating that clock.
Yep. So 4th and call it 7 here. Leopards offense remains on the field, and they're going to huddle up. This is the 2nd or 3rd time tonight we've seen it. Looks like they're going to go quick. Ramming out of the gun. Ty Ferguson split left. Little misdirection. That is Stubblefield, and he's going to break a tackle right about the 6-yard line and rumble into the end zone for a dagger of a touchdown. Leopards are roaring right now, up 28-7 with 1:40 to play here in the ball game.
Direct snap, wasn't it?
Was it a direct snap? I thought it went to Ramming, and he faked it underneath and then handed it to
He might have.
Stubblefield on the end around.
It had me fooled.
Yeah, it kind of froze me there for a second. I was looking like, wait a minute. So Kessler will be on to hold. As I believe that's Ty Ferguson to kick the extra point. Snap back, hold down, and the kick is just wide left. But With 1:40 to play here in the ballgame, Leopards have driven the final nail into this coffin. They now lead by a score of 28-7. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick Hughes Eaton Air timeout. You're watching Leopard football live on the Leopard Sports Network. Welcome back here for the final 1:40 in the ballgame. Leopards on top now, 28-7 after the end around there from Price Stubblefield. He breaks it into the end zone. Nice little misdirection play there. We were kind of talking off air. Kind of had us fooled there. Kind of froze both of us, but Leopards get into the end zone. Ty Ferguson on to pooch kick this one. There's the kick. And that is going to sail well out of bounds.
Penalty flag on the play.
So it's going to take what you would call a miracle here with 1:40 to play, and the Wampus Cats down 21. They're going to have to score quick and score quickly and often in this final 1:40 if they want to pull this thing off. But
the 43-yard line.
In all seriousness, man, Leopards, they kind of came out and with the exception of the first and second drives there by Atoka, they've been in control of this ball game from ever since that point.
Yeah, once they got settled in, Leopards took over.
So Pugh will be out of the gun, rolling to his right, looking for Barrett. Nobody home, breaks a tackle, and then met immediately by number 28. That's Shane Jones. Big time play there by Shane.
Took out a timeout, so that clock will continue to roll.
Yep, down to 1:16 to play here in the ball game. Pugh will be out of the gun. Two receivers to his right.
Now.
Yeah, as Eric says, down to 48 seconds to play here in the ballgame. Pugh out of the gun. Two receivers right, one left, looking left. Deep shot down the near sidelines, and that's Bentley Kessler who holds it in for the game-sealing interception. Again, Bentley just goes up and high points the ball better than anybody I've seen here in the early going for the Leopards. It's impressive to watch.
Just a great heads-up play. He had his eyeballs on it the whole time. Jumped up when he had to, came down with it. Now we're one snap away in the knee from this game being over.
Yeah, as I said, that's the final, should be the final straw right there for Atoka. 28-7, they trail. Leopards have had control ever since the first two possessions that Atoka had. Leopards have really imposed their will. Offensive line has pushed them around. Kessler's made come up with a couple of big plays. Ramming's come up with some big plays. Ty Ferguson. That really the entire Leopard offense has just been clicking here tonight. And then defensively, man, Wyatt April, obviously Kessler, should have had two interceptions here tonight. He does have this final one here, but he had one in his hands down around about the 2-yard line early on. But offense, defense, couldn't ask for more, man. They came out, they played great, imposed their will, kind of like we talked about, and that's the end result. 28-7, Leopards on top here.
Yeah, Jake, again, the offensive line set the tone. We ran the ball and ran it just about any time we wanted to. We threw the ball a few times when we had to. And I think the offensive line just really set the tone for the offense to take control of the game once we got through those first couple of possessions in the game. And the defense does what the Leopard defense does. They got settled in, and they didn't allow really much of anything going on.
Well, it took them, as we said, I'll say it again, a couple of series for the defense to kind of settle in and get their wits about them, and that might have been that could have been just the as we talked about, the bus ride over. It's 2.5 hours or so over here. They did stop there at Ada and went through some some stuff there on campus just to stretch your legs, and that's a tough drive, man. It's a tough ride. It's a long haul over this way, and they finally got their feet under them and able to perform there, force a couple of turnovers, and that final interception there by Kessler sealed the deal for sure. But no, you'll take it. It wasn't a whole ton of points scored. I think we both had 30s, upwards of 30 points, what we were thinking Lindsay would score here tonight. Not the case, but they didn't need that, man. I mean, the 28 was plenty. You end up winning it by 3 touchdowns here tonight, and this is a Leopard team that back-to-back wins. They moved to 2-1 on the season. They'll be off next week. The 16th, I believe, is the off day, and then they will host. No, actually, we will travel to Comanche the following week. So off week next week for the Leopards, but. Again, man, they came out, did what they needed to do, and impose their will on this Atoka team. And this is a Atoka team coached by Coach Cup down there. We had the privilege of talking to him on the rundown here a few weeks ago. He's fiery, man. He's a coach. You see him down there. He's still wound up, even after a loss. Obviously can't tell what he's saying to his guys down there, but I'm sure it's a do-better speech, and they're going to get better. They're going to do better. I fully expect it from Coach Cup. So, with all that being said, big shout out to everybody that made the trip over from Lindsay. It's a heck of a drive. Safe travels heading home. Also, athletic director here at Atoka, Taggart Lockhart. Appreciate him picking us up there at the airport. Also having us set up here top of the bleachers, top of the press box. Nice little setup here. Again, you can't say enough about this campus, man. This is top-notch facilities, and this is. These kids, they want to play football here. This is a nice place to play, and I expect Atoka to bounce back and be competitive in Class 2A at some point in time. But with that being said, we're going to cut bait and get out of here. Leopards win. Final score here from Ameristate Bank here in Atoka. Leopards win at 28-7. We're going to sign off and head back to L.A. Good night, everybody.
Hi, I'm Ben Long, an agent with Oklahoma Healthcare Exchange. During this year's annual enrollment, we wanted you to know that you have a local solution for all your Medicare and health insurance needs. Our agents live and work throughout the entire great state of Oklahoma. Whether you're in Lindsay, Ardmore, Lawton, McAllister, or any of the major metropolitan areas. Give us a call to learn more at 855-786-8343. Again, that phone number is 855-786-8343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'd like to thank all the patients we've been able to serve over the years. For those of you who are unhappy with your smile, tired of having dental pain, crooked or missing teeth, or loose-fitting dentures, at Lindsay Family Dentistry, we can care for all your dental needs, including cosmetic dentistry, crown and bridge, root canals, braces, Invisalign, conventional implants for tooth replacement, and mini diameter implants for denture stabilization. Our braces fee starts at $4,500, and for those of you with poor-fitting dentures, we can place 6 mini-diameter implants on the upper for $3,600 and 4 mini-diameter implants on the lower for $2,600. To schedule your consultation, stop by the office at 102 Southwest 7th Street, Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give us a call at 405-756-4093. As a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School, I'd like to take the time to say, Go Leopards.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag